Greetings. I'm being told by Spirit that Salman Khan is researching me now, i.e., meaning he's researching Hazrat Aicha, al-Mumineen Aicha, Prophet Muhammad's wife, which I am the reincarnation of Aicha, because I'm the reincarnation of Aicha. Okay, good. So you're trying to make some progress and trying to start the process. So let me help you some more with that, just like I did in a couple of my previous videos when it comes to the hadith issue regarding all this that we're trying to do here now. And I'm going to connect this to a comment I received from someone in my audience probably a month or a little over a month ago by now, which I've been thinking of responding to, but I was kind of taking my time because I was asking Spirit and Muhammad about what to say about that, if anything, at this point. Because this person in my audience was asking me if I have any memories of being young and married. And we all know about the controversy to do with that, meaning Aicha being very young, etc. And the only thing that I kept getting and feeling intuitively is that we need to get this movie done. That this movie on Prophet Muhammad and Aicha needs to be made. Because everyone's curious, right? If someone's asking me about that, and that's just one person for now, but I know that there are a lot of other people out there, I'm sure the whole Muslim world and even the non-Muslim world, is and would be curious in knowing the truth about that controversy, if you want to call it that, and what really happened there with Prophet Muhammad and Aicha. So right now we cannot indulge in all that and in all those details because all of that needs to be saved for the movie, because all of that needs to come out in the movie. And Spirit is also letting me know that there will be a book as well. So if people are curious and they want to know the truth and they want to know what really happened with Prophet Muhammad and Aicha and their marriage and all that controversy, then people need to start creating a buzz for this movie to be made, and people need to start showing support for this movie to be made, and people need to support this movie idea and support this movie and show support for this movie to be made openly. And Bollywood needs to create a buzz for this movie to be made too. And why am I getting the message that Therma Productions wants in on this movie? Is that right? And Hollywood too? Am I getting that right? Because that's another message I've been getting Two, how is Hollywood interested in the making of this movie on Prophet Muhammad and Aicha? And now I'm getting Matthew McConaughey through my third eye. I don't know the details at this point. So, of course, Salman Khan is researching Aicha because he's been asked to write the movie script and the screenplay for the movie on Prophet Muhammad and Aicha. By God, by Allah, by Spirit, by the archangels, by the Arcturians, and of course by Prophet Muhammad himself and Aicha and Hazrat Aicha and al-Mu'mineen Aicha. So kudos to you, Salman, for at least taking the first step and starting the process. And now I want to share something on the importance of this movie being made, or why this movie needs to be made, or why is it so crucial that this movie is made. And it's not just crucial for the Muslim world, but it's also crucial for the non-Muslim world too, because of this whole thing of everyone thinking that Muhammad was or is a pedophile, and everyone, especially the non-Muslim world, calling Prophet Muhammad a pedophile. So let the truth come out about that. We are ready to put the truth out there. And by we, I mean God, Allah, Spirit, the archangels, the Arcturians, the universe, all of them. And also Prophet Muhammad himself and Aicha herself, who are both inhabiting my body right now. I am being the avatar for both Prophet Muhammad's soul and Aicha's soul right now, because both these souls are inhabiting my body right now. So Prophet Muhammad is here too. Prophet Muhammad and Aicha are both here inhabiting this body and using this body, my body, as an avatar to talk to all of you, to talk through me to all of you. As I've been saying the last few videos, that Prophet Muhammad has come into my body as a walk-in soul or as a walk-in spirit. So he's here too now with me. So Prophet Muhammad and Aicha, both of them are here. Both of them are back and are here right now, using my body as an avatar for both of them, for both of their souls and spirits, or their ruh for Muslims. So Aicha is back and Prophet Muhammad is back too now. We're both here and talking to you through this avatar. Surprised? Well, surprise. Because who could have thought that this would happen like this? Who could have thought, who could have imagined, who could have thought that Hazrat Aisha or Al-Mu'mineen Aisha would reincarnate and come back. Who could have thought that Prophet Muhammad himself would reincarnate and come back, but reincarnate in the sense that he would come back as a walk-in soul or spirit into the same body, into the same avatar as Aisha, meaning me, my body, this avatar. So yeah, surprise! We are both back and we are both here now in this avatar. Now let me go back to what I was going to share with you in terms of why it's so important and why it's crucial for this movie on Prophet Muhammad and Aisha to be made, not just for the Muslim world, but also for the non-Muslim world as well. Now, here I'm sharing my screen. Okay, right. Here I'm sharing my screen, and one of my videos I did 6 months ago. I uploaded this video 6 months ago, and it's here on this channel, on my channel. It's titled #Stop Beheading Nupur Sharma Prophet Muhammad. And this video is here on my channel if anyone wanted to check this video out. Right. Now in this video I'm speaking on the recent real life incident that happened in India in 2022, I think, which would be last year, because we're still in 2023, October 2023. So yes, I think this incident happened last year in 2022 in India with Nupur Sharma, and I hope I'm pronouncing her first name correctly. Nupur, I think it's pronounced as Nupur. Nupur Sharma, and her making an offensive comment about Prophet Muhammad, and basically, like everyone else who thinks like that about Prophet Muhammad, or everyone else in the world who may have called Prophet Muhammad a pedophile, she also ended up whether calling him a pedophile directly or indirectly. I don't know the exact words she used, but I guess the gist was that she was implying that Prophet Muhammad was a pedophile. And then what happened? It's like all hell broke loose, not only in India, but also around the world, in particular around the Muslim world and the Muslim countries. Let's see who Nupur Sharma is, because I did look her up last year quickly, but let's do it again here quickly. Nupur Sharma, politician, former BJP spokesperson, and he is saying BJP dumps Nupur Sharma, and that's from India Today. So what else? Nupur Sharma, the Indian woman behind offensive comments on Prophet Muhammad, that's from bbc.co.uk. It's saying Nupur Sharma, a student of law at Delhi University. Because, yeah, I think she's a lawyer. She's a lawyer. Miss Sharma began her political career in 2008 when she was elected as the president of the Students' Union. Okay, I'm not gonna go into that article, but yeah, and then another article here. Oh, that's from Wikipedia. 2022 Muhammad remarks controversy. I'm saying Jordan's foreign ministry condemned the remarks of Nupur Sharma by saying violations against Islamic and other religious figures, considering it as an act that I don't know. I'm not going into that article either right now. What else here? Suspended, and this is from India today. Suspended BJP leader Nupur Sharma gets gun license. Former BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma, who was suspended by the party for her derogatory remarks against Prophet Muhammad, got a license to carry a gun. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that she has to carry a gun to protect herself now. And probably her family too. Okay, here's another. Okay, no, never mind that. Leave that one alone. Anything else here that I want to share? Suspended Bharatiya Janata Party or BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma, whose comments over Prophet Muhammad led to a controversy and triggered what? Yeah, as I said, all hell broke loose in India and around the Muslim world. Okay, this is from the Indian Express. Amid death threats over Prophet Rao, suspended BJP and former BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma, who was suspended from the party over her alleged comments on the Prophet, has been given a gun. She was suspended from the party in June 2022 over her remarks on the Prophet Muhammad, on the Islamic Prophet Muhammad. Okay, anything else? Nupur Sharma is the former national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party or BJP. Right. What's that? I said I'm not going into any of these articles right now. Okay, this is from NDTV. Nupur Sharma, suspended BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma, whose controversial comments on Prophet Muhammad during a TV debate triggered protests and violence and killing too. India, and this is from Al Jazeera. India top court. Nupur Sharma must apologize for Nupur Sharma, a former spokeswoman of India's ruling party, whose remarks on the Prophet Muhammad and his wife Aicha sparked huge protests and violence and killing. And even, as I said, what did my video said? It's titled "Stop Beheading." It actually led to that extreme. or actually, I don't want to say led to. No, that would be the wrong thing to say. So I take that back. My apologies for that. It went to that kind of extreme, which it never should have. I don't care who it is, and I don't care who said what about Prophet Muhammad. Muslims should never go to that kind of extreme. They shouldn't get violent. They shouldn't protest or nothing. This is madness. Anyway, I think that's probably enough of that. You get the picture, you know. And of course, if anyone wants to know more, then, please check out that video titled #Stop Beheading Nupur Sharma Prophet Muhammad. That's the title of my video, and it's here on my channel. So just, search for that video here on my channel and you'll see it if, anyone's interested in checking out that video too. If you want to know more, and if you want to know my stance over all of this madness. And she's a lawyer and also a politician, or well, now they're saying former BJP spokesperson or leader, but it's just reminding me that when I was researching Aicha, I came across a link on Google saying that Aicha was a politician as well, and that she was a warrior too, and a scholar, and a scholar of the scholars, even like teacher of the scholars even. So it's just that, Nupur Sharma being a politician, it just reminded me of the fact that Aicha was also a politician. Isn't that funny? Isn't that interesting? So, and please, this is not a direct dig or a personal dig at Nupur Sharma. And Spirit was actually telling me that she could be watching me too, or she could be watching, I don't know, maybe some of my videos. So if you're around and watching me, Nupur Sharma, please don't take this as a personal dig or anything. This is not about you. But I'm just making a general statement here, that, like this is what people have done to Prophet Muhammad and his image, and his reputation and his character. And what have they done to Aicha? Because this was another thing that Spirit brought to my attention and awareness. I think it was sometime last year too. Or maybe sometime late 2021. I don't exactly remember now, but Spirit made me aware of a recent movie that was made on, I think it was made on Fatima. I need to go see if I can find that movie. I think it's been banned, as seems like all movies that has anything to do with Prophet Muhammad get banned. Anyway, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. It's called The Lady of Heaven 2021 drama and historical drama um, movie. Let me see what it's saying here. Um, about the Lady of Heaven 2021. It's saying after this is about, I think it's yeah, on Lady Fatima, on Fatima. Anyway, about this movie. After losing his mother in the midst of a war-torn country, an Iraqi child learns the importance and power of patience by discovering the historical story of Lady Fatima and her suffering. Um, Initial release was on 10th of December 2021. I see. Director, I think it's Eli King. Producer, Matthew Kippers. Executive producers. Okay, there's more than one. Right, so this was a movie that came out on the historical story of Lady Fatima and her suffering, and it's called The Lady of Heaven. And it's from 2021. It was released in 2021, and then I think it was banned in cinemas, I think, but possibly online as well. I'm not sure about the online bit, but yeah, I don't know if people would be able to find this movie online now or not, either. And then, okay, here's something from audience reviews. It's saying this movie is offensive to billions of Muslims around the world. Joint statement from Shia and Sunni leaders concerning the Lady of Heaven movie. The recently released film Lady of Heaven has invited sectarian tension amongst Muslims for its offensive depiction of whatever. I'm not interested. Whatever. This is just nonsense and ignorance and madness anyway, as far as I'm concerned. These kind of reviews. And you know what? Don't bring in the whole Muslim world into it, as in, billions of Muslims, offensive to billions of Muslims around the world. I don't know, because recently, or not recently, but around the time I was coming up, uh, what am I trying to say? Around the time I was being made aware of this movie by my spirit guides and the Acturians, I also, I think, read something on Google about there were definitely some people and some audiences that actually would not mind a movie on Prophet Muhammad or any of the other historical figures connected with Prophet Muhammad, like, Fatima. Right. Anyway, my spirit guides and the Acturians were making me aware of this recent movie, a recent attempt on making a movie where, they kind of tried to show Prophet Muhammad from, I think it was like from, I don't even know how to explain it, from behind the screen or something like that. Like he wasn't on screen. It was more like they were trying to imply that he was there, like behind the screen, like he was there but not there, like, that kind of thing. Because of course, you cannot show, Prophet Muhammad in any kind of an image, whether that's a photo image or a portrait or a moving image like in a movie or whatever. And it was still offensive. Like, they didn't even really show Prophet Muhammad on screen, and it was still offensive. But that's the thing. That's the problem. But anyway, going back to what I was trying to say, my spirit guides and the Arcturians were making me aware of this movie because they were trying to tell me something about what people have done to Aicha. So actually, because, okay, let me just finish up on this movie. Because in this movie, it has been implied, I don't think they've said anything directly, but it's been implied indirectly that Aicha was involved in poisoning Muhammad. Okay, now let's go back to Google on that. Right, let's see. Now here on Google, it's saying, why do some Shias claim that Prophet Muhammad was poisoned by his wives Aicha and Hafsa, and then the Sunnis claim that Muhammad was killed by the Jews. So the Shias claim that Prophet Muhammad was poisoned by his wives Aicha and Hafsa. Now, okay, let's go down, and then there's all these questions here on Google search. Who really killed Muhammad? Question mark. Is the Shia claim true? Was Muhammad poisoned? Question mark. Could it have been Aicha? Question mark. And then something about if according to Shia hadith, Aicha was a disbeliever? What? What the heck is that? And then it's saying, why do Shias curse Aicha as a whore and accuse her of what? Poisoning Muhammad? Let me go in for a minute. Oh my God, no, this is... Okay, no, it's just saying, why do Shia Muslims curse Aicha and the companions of the Prophet? Okay, I'm not gonna go into all this stupidity and ignorance. I'm sorry, but right. So, there's all these questions about, did Aicha and Hafsa poison Prophet Muhammad? There's a question here about that too. So, well, so who's going to clean up all this mess that all these so-called Muslim religious scholars and Muslim religious leaders and Muslim religious authorities of both Shias and Sunni Muslims, both the Shia and Sunni branches of Islam, or both Shias and Sunni Muslims, have created, and not just these so-called religious leaders and authorities, but also all the ignorant Muslims themselves who follow these so-called religious leaders and authorities blindly and believe everything they say blindly without questioning it, without question. Who's going to clean up all this mess? I guess that's one of the reasons why Prophet Muhammad and Aicha are back here in this avatar. in my body, in this vessel, in this avatar. Because all of this mess and chaos and violence and killing and madness and even beheading other human beings over all of this. This is why we are back. And that's why I am getting so much pushback and backlash and resistance, because the Muslim world has been bamboozled and duped by the devil and his false prophets and by the false religious programming and lies regarding, oh, Prophet Muhammad was the last prophet and there's no one coming after Prophet Muhammad. Well, guess what? Prophet Muhammad is back, and so is Aicha. As I said, in this body, in this vessel, in this avatar, to clean up all this mess that has been created in our names. No one was expecting us to come back. So you can all keep creating all of this mess and chaos and violence and madness and killing and beheading. Oh, because none of us were coming back to check you, right? And to come back to tell everyone, the whole world, not just the Muslim world, but also the non-Muslim world as well, to come back and tell everyone, the whole world, the truth of it all. So guess what? We're back, and we're back with the truth. Okay, and now the Arcturians are reminding me of Robert Spencer and his book. Let's go back to Google here. Right. Yeah, a book by Robert B. Spencer, or this book is by Robert Spencer, titled Did Muhammad Exist? ? So that's the thing, you know, this is what people do. It's like, now this is a writer who's even questioning Muhammad's existence. Like, did Muhammad even exist? And millions of people have read his book. And what is this book about? In Did Muhammad Exist? ? Best-selling author Robert Spencer meticulously examines historical records, archaeological findings, and pioneering new scholarship to reconstruct what can be known about Muhammad, the Quran, and the early days of Islam. And what else? Is there any sound historical evidence that the Prophet of Islam actually existed? Or is the entire story of Muhammad fable or fiction? ? It is a question that few have thought about or dared to ask. So, you know, here's a, let's say, a non-Muslim, and I'm just saying this as a figure of speech. I don't care about who's Muslim and who's non-Muslim and who's an atheist and who's agnostic and who's, you know, whatever, who's a believer or non-believer. I don't care about any of that. I'm just, as I said, I'm just using this as a figure of speech and basically for other people to understand, because it's, you know, other people are confined to these boxes of Muslim, non-Muslim, atheist, agnostic, blah, blah, blah. I'm not. So I'm just using this as a figure of speech. So anyway, you know, here's someone, Robert Spencer, who's even questioning the existence of Muhammad. Did Muhammad even exist? Did he? Of course he did. And now he's back in this body, in this vessel, in this avatar, as a walk-in soul or as a walk-in spirit. And he's back here with me right now, talking to all of you through this avatar. And this is why, these are all the reasons. And I'm sure there could be more reasons, but this is why this movie on Prophet Muhammad and Aicha needs to be made. It's crucial that it's made against all odds. Because all this mess that everyone has created in our names needs to be cleaned up now. It cannot continue like this. Things cannot continue to go on like this anymore. So we are back, meaning Prophet Muhammad and Aicha are back in this body, in this vessel, in this avatar. And we are ready to bring out the truth. But the question is the Muslim world and the non-Muslim world, the whole world, is the world ready for the truth? And is it even gonna let it come out? Is the world, and especially the Muslim world, even gonna let the truth come out? Why don't you want to know the truth? When we are back here and we are ready to give you the truth, then why would you not want to know the truth? Is my question, and is our question, meaning Prophet Muhammad and Aicha, inhabiting my body, my vessel, this avatar. I think that's enough for this video. Over and out.